Hello, friends. Good evening, and welcome to episode 4 of The Tower Beneath This Broken Sky. Hello, everyone. Thanks for coming. Thanks for hanging out. We are going to launch in very shortly into our fourth episode with another player that I am dragging through our adventures. But first off, thanks for everybody for all the support. I woke up this morning and somehow we hit affiliate because I guess there have been enough people hanging out and chatting. I guess it was the last goal that existed for me to hit was that getting enough people chatting at the same time, and I guess all the random speculation about the game made us hit it. So there's affiliate now. You don't have to subscribe or anything. That doesn't matter at all. I literally don't even have emotes for you yet or anything like that. But thank you so much. That's super cool. Um, didn't really expect that. I just woke up and was like, "What is this message? What do you mean path to affiliate is done?" Also, the Twitch rates for affiliates offensive. It's bad. I did not realize how bad it was. It's so offensive. But that's super cool. So that's really nice that everybody has come in, shown up, messaged lots, said hello. Even if you're lurking, hanging out in the background, even if you're following and chilling, or if you're watching this after the fact from the YouTube VOD, we're really thankful for you coming along and joining us in this experiment. And what is this experiment? Um, if you haven't been with us for the other 3 days, this is a crazy experimental game that I have concocted in my head and made a new setting for called The Tower Beneath This Broken Sky. And part of it is that all this week we have been playing and will play Friday and Saturday as well uh, a series of one-on-one one-shot sessions with my group of players here. And each of them plays exactly one session with this character they have just built for exactly this campaign, and they are running through a similar but not the same scenario each time. And after they have the opportunity to play, they can come into the chat, as I'm sure there are some people hanging out here. I believe Lee's, who played on Monday, is making an effort to show up every single night. Uh, they get the opportunity to watch each other play. They get the opportunity to speculate. They try to put together what the puzzle of the world is and the story, try to make some connections to it, see how things are different. If you've been here each night, or if you've even just seen one other night, you might also see some things and help them identify things that could be part of the key spine of the story. And that, instead of being like a six person party going adventuring all over the countryside, is kind of the way I'm interested in how this game evolves and the story gets kind of understood and passed along between people. So that's sort of the experiment of the whole thing. I'm really glad to see people really resonate with it and they're having a lot of fun with it. We have a couple channels where there's a lot of speculation going on about it, and that has been really delightful just to see people enjoying this very crazy game. Um, Tower uses a tabletop RPG system called Genesis, and it is one of our favorites. Genesis is built by Fantasy Flight Games. You might be familiar with it. You might have seen it used in the Edge of Empire system for Star Wars. It's a really great narrative system. We love it a lot. It uses a bunch of symbolic dice. And Emry here is a pro at the system and has played multiple campaigns with me in it now. She's going to say no, she isn't, but we all love the system. It's a really good time. If you want to check out more about it, we have some links for it. Nobody's paying me for anything for that. That's not sponsored, but Genesis is great. It tells really good narrative, complex stories if you spend the time in it. Um, One thing I do want to warn people about is that for the game tonight, the tower is a mature sort of subject matter game. So just as a heads up, we're not really family friendly. If your kids are in the room or if you're watching this on YouTube afterwards and you know your 12-year-old is also on the couch, maybe not. Um, Part of the game will include a lot of violence, including pretty graphic violence potentially. There will be language, a fair bit of swearing. Emry swears like a sailor. I, however, am an angel. There could be racism that shows up in the game. There will be themes of oppression, civilizations falling, and discrimination. There will be numerous, probably, references to things like drugs or alcohol, cigarettes, and smoking. Just to be advised that, this is an M-rated stream, and to just sort of take care of yourselves in that respect. Over the course of the night, we will have at least one intermission halfway through. We'll be taking a quick little break between the two acts. That has held true for all the other sessions. I imagine it will hold true for this one because I've sort of been forcing it to happen, and we may have more breaks than that, but there will definitely be at least one break. And I believe, oh, and I'm Lester, or Raven, and I'm your DM for the game and creator, which I assume you all know already because you're here. But if you didn't, I'm really happy that you're here. So let me introduce my poor victim, I mean, player for tonight. A very good friend of mine for, I believe, now like 14 years, Emry. It's been a long time. The illustrious Emry.
Hello. Thank you for the introduction.
Yeah. Yeah. Tell them
I
a
can't
little bit
believe
about
it's been that
yourself. Yeah.
long.
14 years. I think it's been a long time. I didn't do the math. I just
We're
sort of
too
counted in my
young
head.
for it to have been 14 years since we went to university, Lester. That can't be true.
So you just put it in context of when, but like it could have been anything. You like we could have said it was since we were
I
6 years
really
old, then we
did.
would have been
Okay.
20. Yeah. Yeah, yeah. No, that's your fault
Yeah.
now.
Sorry. We're
Yeah.
20.
Yeah.
Hi. I'm Emery. I am playing tonight a character named Bryn. She is a handmade artisan. She crafts homemade furniture and repurposes furniture to sell. She is very thrifty and just works her way around the city, repurposing, fixing up stuff, and getting her art on.
So good. All right. Oh, I just saw. Oh, I saw Ben's in chat, which is great. I also see that we have just been raided by a group of people. Um, awesome. Welcome raiders from Sincrest Inn. Hey. Exciting. I don't have. This is the thing about being a Twitch streamer I have not really thought about. There's no alerts or anything. I don't have anything set up for that. New follower alerts, raid alerts, got nothing. Nothing at all. I rely on Jay for dealing with all that. Speaking of which, hanging out in
Yes.
chat, some of our players, Wasted Ink, who went on Monday, that's Lee's. UU6. Ben, I don't know how to pronounce your Twitch name at all. Um, who went on Tuesday. And later tonight, we might have Hojo jump in. So be nice to them, but also question them relentlessly about things they might know. And we also have Crazy J, who's our moderator. There are other moderators who might join later in the evening, but Crazy J is our assistant GM, is handling all the moderation duties, and is going to basically maintain control. So if they bop you in the face, I mean, it's probably going to be your fault because I trust Jay implicitly. So, be good. I think that's all the business. Uh, Without further ado, let's get to it. And let's start episode 4 of The Tower Beneath This Broken Sky. All right, Bryn. It is the middle of the afternoon of a sleepy Vancouver day, and you are in your workshop on Granville Island, which is like the middle of the touristiest, most touristy part of Vancouver. On one end, the markets, buskers, art galleries, theaters, beautiful spaces. There's an improv studio not far away. You've heard of it, you haven't gone. Um, it is always busy, bustling with people. But through the midst of it, there are a number of workshops. You are very fortunate that you have what is about 600 square feet of space in and amongst Artists Alley to work as a workshop crafting space. You have saws, you have drill presses, you have equipment, you have all this stuff. And normally, this is great. You have a space to showcase your work. You have a space to sell things that you have. You have space to mingle with other crafters and artists and metalworkers and blacksmiths and glassblowers and just the cool people of Vancouver who are making things. What sucks? Tourists. Like on this rainy day, this Japanese couple, young couple, who have been chatting with you for the last 10 minutes about your latest piece of work. The girl seems quite interested. The guy has been on his phone for the last like 5 minutes playing a game at close to full volume, and you just want to get back to work. But this girl is super interested in taking pictures, selfies of herself with each of your pieces of art, and she might buy one. Probably not. You've seen this a lot before, but it's not like you can get mad at them, right? She leans forward, holds up a selfie camera on a stick next to her, and smiles, and then gestures you a little bit closer. Click! You hear the shutter flash. She smiles, speaks in rapid Japanese to her boyfriend, who's just like, mm-hmm, well, hi. She looks to you again. Any more pieces?
Uh, nope, that's all that I've got is out here that I've been working on. Are you interested in that side table?
It's very beautiful, but cannot take on plane.
Mm. Mm-hmm. That is true. Yes, you could not.
Thank you so much. And she bows. And you can see immediately that she's already sort of eyeing the next sort of artist stand and starting to make her way off.
If there's a slight reprieve between that and the next tourist, Bryn will just like do a bit of a breathing moment and like calm down a little bit from her customer service persona.
You breathe in, reach over and grab your water bottle, take a quick swig. Actually, it looks like it's thinning out a little bit, and the reason becomes apparent very quickly as there is a crack, boom, and it starts raining again. Not that that's surprising. It's October in Vancouver. It rains constantly, and actually, it's starting to rain pretty heavily. You see that there are about a third of the crowds popping up umbrellas, pulling on rain hoods, and then the two-thirds of tourists who are not prepared for this at all start scurrying under and into buildings and racing off towards the markets and the various theaters, pushing their way until the street is rapidly just kind of empty. It's kind of nice, actually. It's nearing the end of the day on a Friday. It's your own shop. You could leave whenever you want. You just need to lock up.
Yeah, if there's nobody coming that looks like they would actually be potentially buying stuff, I'm pretty much wrapped up my projects for the week. So I will make sure all my tools are where they should go, and I will just do a final sweep of my place and make sure it's all cleaned up. Nothing's left out that could dry out. I might come in tomorrow. I usually try not to work on the weekends, but
All right, yeah. Yeah, you tuck everything away quickly, leaving a few things here and there, tools away, cabinets closed, locked, your little office, which is really like a closet, carefully locked, locked again, just in case. Go out, pull the shutter down, lock the mains. Next to you, the metal worker, Duff, looks over. What are you done, Bryn? Getting out of here.
yeah, I think I'm gonna call it.
Smart. Don't drown out there, eh?
No, just gotta get home. And I grab my bike.
You give a wave, hop on your bike, pull on your rain gear, and start cycling. It's pretty easy to get off of Vancouver Island. There's only really one way on and off the Granville Island. But it is busy. The traffic is heavy. A lot of people, end of the day, rush hour is just kind of beginning. It shouldn't take too long. You just need to make your way down. Oh, your phone beeps a little alert. Take a glance at it. Shooting. Shooting near Canby. What? Wow. The details on the news article are pretty sparse, but that's sort of your way home. You probably have to take a detour, maybe make your way further over to the west to Oak or Burrard or something like that and make your way down that street. Shooting? Really? That's crazy. Give me an athletics check, though, Bryn. Let's see how you do.
Okay. Uh,
So while Emry is doing that, just to explain the Genesis dice system, uh, Bryn has a bunch of stats and skills, and based on those stats, what will happen is Emry will build a dice pool, given how Bryn's skills work. There will be a number of dice, yellow, green, blue, red, purple, and black. Emry will build the pool initially and then ask about the difficulty, which in this case is average, so two purple.
purple.
She puts it into a roller and then she will roll for the result, which will feed out a bunch of symbols. What's neat about Genesis is you can succeed and still have what we call disadvantages or problems. You can also fail and still have advantages. So narratively, it's not that you always just pass or fail the way D&D is, but you can actually get quite complicated results. So Emery's just rolled in our roller, and no successes, no fails, but two
To
advantages.
advantage.
Very quickly, as you make your way towards Oak, turning down it and off the Broadway line, you realize that was dumb. As you get packed in behind a bunch of other cyclists and people, a crowd is gathered, and you can hear some chatter of what has been going on, even though you're a couple blocks away from Canby, where this alleged shooting must have happened. Um, But ahead of you, one of the cyclists, in a much fancier sort of road gear, sort of leans back in his seat, pulls up a water bottle, takes a swig, looks over at you. We're stuck.
Things moving?
Apparently, there was some kind of gang shooting right
Here?
into a car. Yeah, just like half an hour ago. They're cordoning off streets. Who knows?
Huh.
Sucks. He looks up, wipes some of the rain from his forehead, tucks his cap a little lower on his head.
Do I know any other way around this that I could get out of being stuck in the middle of a group of people?
Certainly possible, yeah. You could try to push to a side street, see if you can find any other alleys or anything like that. Wiggle your way through the crowd a bit. You want to do that?
Yeah, I'll try that. I'd just get out of the rain.
Okay.
I'd like to get home.
Yeah. Yeah, you got a long way to go to bike anyway.
Yeah.
Give me a streetwise check.
Okay. Difficulty?
Average.
Ugh. One failure, one threat.
Yeah. Sorry, over your shoulder as you bump past a couple people, almost knocking over one guy who's sort of like balanced precariously on his bike. That was his own fault. Whatever. You make your way onto the sidewalk, pushing past a few other people, walking your bike until you get to one of the alleys, and okay, well, this is at least moving. You start making your way through this, pushing your way down. You can't really ride at the moment, it's too busy, but you're pushing your bike and going until you get stalled out again here. At the mouth of an alley, you can see that there are three VPDs who are just like, hey, stop, hold on. Nobody's allowed yet. You can hear in front of you, there's a crowd of about a half dozen people. Can't we just go? Can't we just go through on the street? And he's like, no, not yet. Soon, we'll open it up soon. We know, we understand. You look back. Can't get back out of this anyway anytime soon.
Awesome.
Great.
I take out my umbrella so I'm getting less wet.
Yeah, you take out your
And
umbrella
I
while you're standing
just
anyway.
stand there.
And roll me a perception check.
Difficulty? Average?
Average.
Okay. 2 advantage.
So you see there's like a gaggle of a bunch of people with bikes and gear, and some people like with like those sort of hand carts or hand wagons behind them filled with groceries and stuff. You see three VPD, one Vancouver police bicycle, like a motorbike with its sirens going, kind of sending the light and glare just to like detract from anybody who's trying to drive through this section. The minutes go by. Man, come on, come on. Take a moment to look up. The rain is getting heavier. Miserable. At least you have your umbrella out. You're not getting soaked. Biking through this would actually be kind of annoying. It would be better if you went to the train station, got on that, but you imagine that's probably not super easy from here anyway. When you see behind that VPD officer, maybe like 3 or 4 meters, in the middle of that street of 10th Avenue, a boy. He's maybe 10 years old. He's wearing strange clothing, plasticky, like a poncho and coat, but it kind of has a glow. He has no hood on. He has no umbrella, just being rained on. He can't be older than 10. Right in the middle of the street. And he looks up, and bright purple eyes look towards you.
Uh, she tries to shake it off, but does not break eye contact with him.
Slowly, the boy takes a step and then another, crossing towards the sidewalk towards you, towards the alley. He walks right next to the VPD officer, who is still, come on, folks. It sucks. I don't even have an umbrella. Let's just be calm about it for a moment. We just gotta wait. The instant you know anything, I'll let you know. I mean, the instant I know anything. Oh, come on. There's a bunch of jeers and yells at him as he's. And the boy walks right within arm's reach of this officer, still looking at you, right up to the tape line of the trees, and raises one rain soaked arm to point towards you in the crowd. Do you want to do anything?
Um, how close is he to me?
Still like 7 or 8 meters. Like you're in the alley,
Okay,
plus a
okay.
bunch of people, and then a sidewalk. Like he's just at the edge of that curb.
Um, she has an instinct to like turn around and check if he's like pointing behind her, but she's fairly certain at this point that it's her that he's glommed onto for some reason. So she's just gonna um she's gonna ask him, "What do you want?"
You say that out loud, and the boy's finger outstretched, still pointing at you. Next to you, one of the other people with a hand truck and a wagon. Yeah, yeah, that's what we want. Come on, just let us through, fucking pig. There's another cheer around the crowd for that moment. As the officer, hey, like that's not. Come on, that's uncalled for. I'm just. You can see one of the other officers sort of like idly puts a hand on his belt where his pepper spray is, just in case. And then the boy, who still has your attention, his lips move, but you can't hear over the shouts of the crowd. and they hold their hand up and close their eyes. Somewhere high above you, you hear a loud bang, a snap sound, a crane. A cable breaks. A huge weight and load tumbles. It slams into the side of the building, careens down. There are a series of screams as rocks begin to fall, pieces and chunks of concrete towards the alley. Too late, having stared at the boy for too long, you snap your attention upwards, pull your umbrella back as a big piece of falling construction debris tumbles towards the alley and everything goes dark. You feel a weird sense of vertigo in your stomach, twisting. Like everything is not where it's supposed to be. The way if you're on a corkscrew roller coaster, the way everything shifts one way and then when you take the other turn, it shifts back and stuff pushes against things in the wrong way. There is a discombobulated feeling in your limbs and in your fingers, in your very blood, and your eyes are heavy and you can't seem to open them, pressed as you are, until and you hear a voice. Are you awake? What are you doing here?
Uh, where? Yeah. Yes, I'm awake. Where am I?
Everything is very heavy. You can't move your limbs, but you can blink one eye open and then the other. Crouched next to you is a man, and he looks like this. He's wearing clothing, seems relatively professional. A long coat, he's got something on his back and bag, lots of pockets. He has a mask pulled up over his mouth, kind of muffler or bandana type thing, a pair of goggles over his eyes, a heavy hat on top of him. You are sitting propped up against a wall, it seems like. Your back up against something. He leans closer to you. Ah, you are awake. How did you get here?
How did I get where?
In here. The door was sealed. Hold on. Let me help you out. Uh, you can feel a shifting and a piece of metal, a cushion of a table. You realize he pulls it away, which had been sort of half over top of you. It wasn't very heavy, but it had been pinning you down and your arms down from where you have been sitting. As he does, you can feel the rush of blood back through your extremities. Uh, you're still wearing your clothing. Your backpack is right next to you. You see when he pulls that table away too, your bike even, sort of on its side, just a few meters away. He straightens up. Are you injured?
I don't. I don't think so. Are you? Uh, I look at him. Does he have purple eyes?
You can't see through the goggles, but they definitely don't glow the
Right.
same way the boys did.
Okay.
That's certain. No, I just got here. Are you injured? You're fine.
I'm fine. I'm fine. Can I see your eyes?
He raises his goggles. A pair of brown eyes look at you. He's older, perhaps in his mid 40s, you're going to guess from that. Something wrong.
Uh, no, no. I was gonna ask if your eyes were purple because I saw a kid with purple eyes on the street. Um, I think I got hit in the head. I think. I, mm, are we at like? Is this a hospital? Did somebody take me? I got hurt because the crane fell.
A kid with purple eyes, you say?
Yeah.
Well, then you woke up here.
Yes. Again, though, where is here?
Well, this is an outpost. It should be sealed, which is why I was so confused. I was not expecting anyone to be in here.
An outpost? Is that
Give me
like
a
a new
moment.
bar or
I'll
something?
get the lights. He stands up, and you realize that, like, what was bright was actually, like, light from his actual hat. And he moves away before there's a thumb and lights snap on over this room. Oh, you're in what? You've never been in this room before. Concrete walls, a door on the far end, a table. That was the table that had been overturned. There are a couple cots around the outside, lockers, a very small, sort of like 2 foot wide, like 6 inch tall windows, two of them. It's can't be more than like a 600 square foot like shack, basically.
She gets up and grabs her backpack and just throws it on. And she's gonna make her way over to one of the windows, being like, "Is this like a new outpost, like a club or a bar? Like, where are we?" And she looks out the window to figure out where in Vancouver she is.
You look out, and all you can see is you're out into the wilderness. There's sort of a wasteland. There's shrubs and small clumps of grass here and there. You don't see any trees. It's the window is quite darkly tinted, so you can't really tell what time of day it is, but you can see a little bit. Uh, this is not familiar. This is certainly not anywhere in BC that you can think of.
Hmm.
My name is Yaren.
Okay. Huh. I didn't think I'd have like the imagination to come up with something like this. This is wild. I must have got hit in the head so hard. Yaren. Nice to meet you, Yaren. I'm Bryn.
Hello, Bryn. If you've been hit in the head, I should check you for a concussion, perhaps, just in case.
Sure. Yes. Definitely have that.
Do you want to sit down? He points to a cot.
Sure. And she goes and sits.
He walks over to you carefully, pulls off one of his gloves, reaches into a pouch, and produces a piece of glass, which he slides open. It really is like a piece of glass. And then he holds it over you for a moment and sort of looks. You can see there's some kind of like writing, but it's for like from his perspective, so it's all backwards for you. You can't really read it as he sort of studies it. There's diagrams that light up. It's a very fancy phone, an incredibly fancy phone that you've never seen the like of. As he be glad to know you don't have a concussion or any bruising if you did get hit in the head. He slides away the piece of glass.
Huh. Okay. So I'm perfectly fine.
As far as I can tell, yes. Vancouver, you say?
You don't say?
I'm unfamiliar with the word. I gather that's your home?
Yes. Where's your home?
Hmm. That's a more complicated question. Um, but if you're familiar, Reeve is perhaps 14 kilometers that way. No,
Haven't heard of that one. No.
I suppose not. Right. Well, I cannot take you to Reeve, but the tower is only a kilometer away. If you wish to accompany me there, I can keep you safe, I suppose.
I would like to stay here until I wake up.
I believe you are awake.
Sir, I'm trying to be very respectful. Are you telling me that I traveled to some other place from where I was? That's not a thing.
I assure you that it is a thing. There's many ways to travel from one place to another.
Instantly? And without knowledge of how to do so?
Hmm, there are many mysteries, Bryn. Like how you showed up inside of an outpost with a sealed door. But that's hardly the most surprising thing that I've ever seen.
I desperately want to know what the most surprising thing you've ever seen is, but I don't actually think I want the answer to that question. So I'm just going to. She sits on the bed and she does some like deep breathing, like square breathing exercises to try to calm down, like she was doing in her shop. And okay, this is fine. Okay, do you have a phone?
A communication device. I do.
Mm-hmm.
We are perhaps too far from anything to use it, however.
But it would work from the tower.
You could communicate to people from the tower, yes.
Okay, sure. I will come with you to the tower.
Excellent. If you want to continue sitting and doing your breathing exercises for a moment, that's fine. I just have to do some business in the outpost briefly. It shouldn't take long. And I should be glad
Okay,
for an extra set of hands. I have to bring some supplies with me.
sure. Happy to help.
He smiles slightly and then nods, and then turns away from you and heads through one of the doors. It looks like deeper in, not against one of the window sides, and seems content to leave you. What do you want to do?
I want to wake up. I,
Sure.
yeah, no. I go look through the windows again. I've never heard of the places that he's mentioned, but I'm going to see if anything's recognizable. And when it's not, likely just going to pace uncomfortably.
Okay, yeah. Pace uncomfortably around. You have like 15 minutes worth of time probably to fill before he comes back or anything happens. So you could do anything in that, but you take a look outside the
I
window. The angles are terrible. Like you can't really see a whole lot. Like I said, the window's very small. Um, there is a door that leads outside that you can see, and then the doors that go deeper in.
I'm not going to open any doors because that feels disrespectful. Um, I will maybe shift, like dig through my backpack and see what I have, um, and just see. Do I? Yeah, she's just very discombobulated and is going to kind of pace and try to calm herself a little bit here.
Okay, yeah. About 15 minutes goes by before, from the exterior door, you hear a bang, bang, bang.
Come in.
You call that. It's a half moment before another bang, bang, bang.
Yaren? Uh, if nobody answers when she calls, she'll go look at the door at least.
You make your way to the door. You say door because you can see there's a door frame. It's a big piece of metal. There's a handle that you can see, as well as like a pad on the side that is currently green outside the door frame.
Who is it?
There's no answer. Given the size of the door and the metal, you're not sure if your voice actually carries through. Like,
Yeah.
it's pretty heavy. Um,
She's never been in an outpost before.
yeah, yeah.
Where's Darn! Damn it! I open the door.
You open the door. There's no one out here. Whoa! Looking out, now that you don't have the tint of the windows and you can actually like look around for a moment, you can see that there's a fence about 5 feet tall, metal, not like chain link, but like actually slats of metal with pointed, sharp tops to it, so it would be very uncomfortable to climb over. There's a big gate where there's not exactly a road, but really like furrows in the ground that you can barely make out. Again, there's no grass, so it's just like dirt and sand and rock, like a wasteland really. But there is a gate and it's partially open. Um, the sky though, it's an overcast day. It's difficult to tell what time it is. Maybe dusk of some sort, but the clouds are all have this look of broken stained glass, colored red. And holy shit. In the distance, you see what apparently Yaren meant by a tower. You live in Vancouver. You have seen skyscrapers. You have seen all of the pictures of things like the Petronas Towers and giant buildings. None of these compares to the behemoth that climbs its way into the sky over the horizon. It goes up past the clouds. Holy shit, it's huge. It must be football stadiums in diameter. Enormous, made of steel and glass. What the hell? You would definitely remember something like that being built.
Just stands stunned. First of all, she didn't catch the tower. She was so enthralled with the sky, having done a little bit of um, stained glass work herself amongst the work she did to see the nature's art craft of what that looked like up
Hmm.
there. And then noticing the tower, she stands kind of stunned for a good couple seconds, minutes, before realizing somebody knocked and just like trying to see who was trying to get in.
Trying to see who was getting to get in. When there is a sound, a hiss, a growl, a screech noise, a scrape across the concrete of the wall of the bunker, and a hand reaches down and scrapes at you. Attack roll on Bryn. She's not expecting it. As a arm reaches down to grab at you, broken, dirty nails and extended out like blades, almost 2 inches wide, scrapes at the back of your neck. Only the last second moment of hearing something on the concrete of the wall above you makes you duck. Otherwise, it might have taken your head clean off. It scrapes along the back of your shoulder and neck, dealing you 6 wound damage.
Okay.
And I would like you to roll cool as we roll into combat.
Cool, cool. Um, all right. Is when I roll initiative, that's just
Yeah,
the
no
there's no
purple die,
difficulty
anything.
to
Yep,
that, right?
yep.
Okay. Okay. 2 success, 1 advantage.
2 success, 1 advantage. That's 3. The creature has only 2. You get to go first. Yeah.
Which way did the door open? Did the door open in or did the door open
Door
out?
opens out.
Okay, so I've opened it out, and this thing is coming over the top of the door or coming from the other side?
Yeah, it's coming over the top of the door, basically. Yeah, it's above you.
Okay, I'm gonna use all my strength to just like slam that door closed and try to take their arms off, like as I
Okay,
close it.
yeah.
Kind of thing.
Make me. I guess I'll call it an athletics check.
Okay. Difficulty.
Average. Uh, but I'm gonna put 1 black die in play as well.
Okay. Success 2 threat.
Success 2 threat. Yeah. You pull the door back, slamming it. Um, but also falling backwards from the sheer like adrenaline fueled effort. You let go of the handle, tumble backwards into the room. The creature has just enough time to wrench its arm back before it's crushed by the door. As you tumble back, that is your action. You still have a movement, and I'm reasonably sure you have no bonuses.
Bonuses. I mean, my movement is to backpedal on the ground
You
as far away
scurry
as I can get.
backwards,
Yeah.
crawling carefully. What the hell? What the hell? Ow! Your back stings. You can actually feel blood beginning to run down your back. Yeah, that is your turn. Next turn, the creature is going to attack the door. There is a loud bang, way louder than the knock. A full-bodied, full whole shoulder tackle hit right on the door, smashing into it. It shudders for a brief moment, but it seems to be holding strong. This does seem an outpost, a bunker, whatever it is. They build their doors
Okay.
well. Thank goodness. Your turn.
Okay. This is so dumb. What kind of door handle is it? I was able to open it. You said it was a keypad or something like that, or is
There
there
is
an
a
actual
keypad
handle?
next to it. There's a pad of some kind, and there's a handle, yes. But there's no lock, it seems like. There's no deadbolt. There's none of that.
Is there something close enough to that I could use my bike lock to like reinforce the door a little bit?
Ooh, I don't think so, because there's not really, like I said, there's no deadbolt or anything.
There's no like
So I don't know
pipe or
what you would
anything beside it.
see. Yeah, there's no pipe or anything. You could grab the table or any of the cots and then try to push it into place, maybe, like to bar it or barricade it. That's probably
But you said it opened out.
no. It opens in because you pulled it. Remember?
Oh, it opens
Oh,
in.
sorry. Yeah,
Sorry.
yeah.
Okay.
It opens out. It opens out.
So barricading it wouldn't
Yeah. I mean, you could
necessarily.
prop a chair under it though. Well, maybe.
Sure.
Yeah.
I will
You can do
yeah,
anything.
sure. I will prop a chair and I will yell for yarn.
Okay. Yeah.
At top of my yell,
You
top
scurry
of my
back
lungs.
and grab at a metal chair, kind of a pretty robust thing, and just sort of like jam it under the handle. Maybe that'll help out, and yell it as loud as you can. What do you say?
Yarn, something's trying to get in. Get in here. Help me.
All right. Yeah, you
I'm
yell as loud as you
bleeding.
can. Okay, great. Creatures go
Uh,
now. The whole door shudders again as the creature attacks it, and you can see alongside the frame of the door frame beginning to like warp slightly, the metal, but it seems to be holding at the moment. As there is a thud of footsteps, it sounds like Yarn is climbing a set of metal stairs through that doorway, uh, two at a time, racing upwards. Your turn.
um, I'm going to throw my backpack on the cot and dig through it to find my little like travel woodworkers kit that I keep with me that's got
Okay.
like a file and a mini saw and stuff like that in it. I'm just gonna grab like a chisel or something that's got a sharpish end
Yeah.
to it.
Yeah. You
And
reach into your bag and pull out a chisel, the sharpest thing, sharpest tool you have.
yeah. And then I'm just gonna um I'll just like take my sweater or jacket off, whatever I'm wearing, and like try to put it up against my neck while I'm like holding this thing and like try to stop the bleeding at the same time.
All right. Yeah, you hold it up. The creature is going to attack again. Smashing for. No, wait, hold on. Let's see if it can make an intelligence check. There we go. As it pulls the door open, which is not locked, like I said, the chair
Nice.
tumbles down, scrapes for a moment. It has to like jimmy it a little bit as it pulls it open. A humanoid creature, perhaps 5'7", 5'8", but like stocky and built. Um, it looks vaguely. It is bipedal, but it is sort of stripped to the waist and then wears like a ragged pair of pants, no shoes, no socks, no anything. Its whole body is covered in strange blistering, but like in rows as though scarified. It has one jagged fang that extends down one side of its mouth. Both of its hands extend to black nailed claws, and half of it is scarred over as though it has been burned or scorched across its face. Its mouth twists in a sneer as it stalks into the room. Before, from the other side of the door, Yaren tackles it, bang, with a full bodied leap, sending both of them crashing to the ground. Your move.
She screams in the least cool way possible, just sheer terror. Um, but she obviously wants Yaren to win this fight. Um, okay, she's gonna put the chisel in her pocket and run to her bike and grab her bike lock.
Okay.
And she's gonna wrap it around the thing's like throat and pull backwards. So she's like pulling its teeth away from Yaren to try to give
Okay.
him like she's probably not doing any damage, but maybe giving him a better opportunity to like hurt this thing.
Sure. Make a melee then.
Okay.
Uh, you can make a melee. You have Yaren's support because he's also actively engaged, so you'll have 2 blue on
Okay.
top of that. It is 2 purple for the difficulty, but
Okay.
1 black for an improvised weapon.
Okay. All right. I think that's correct. Oh no. Two. Two failure, 7 advantage.
Well, because you know this system, what would you like to do with your 7 advantage? I would advise you to give bonuses to Yaren, but that's really your choice.
Yes. That was the whole point of this was to give
Yeah.
Yaren just like more target area to like attack this thing. So I would like to give Yaren um what are my options again? Like a crit or like an advantage
You
or
can
something
give
like that?
give advantage dice, yes, and then you
Yeah,
can
I will give an
also
advantage dice to Yaren.
impose a penalty on the creature. With 7, you spend 4 of them to impose a penalty, easy, and then 3 of them
Sure.
to give a
Yes.
bonus to Yaren. Okay, great.
Perfect. That.
Yeah, you sneak up behind and fling the Blake lock chain over, getting it on its mouth. Very ambitious, very 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 ambitious.
No, just
It's like it slips down to the neck, and you're like, "That's good enough." And start wrenching back and pulling as hard as you can, trying to stay away from this flailing claw-like arms. Uh, yeah, it seems like you've given an advantage to Yaren and a disadvantage to the creature. The creature is still going to claw at Yaren. That is a hit. Not a very good one, but a little bit of a hit. As one claw hits him in the side through whatever his coat is and scrapes along him before Yaren is like, "Ugh, monster, no!" And he puts his hand just over the creature's mouth, avoiding the fang before there is a surge of teal light. And then there is a pop noise. From the creature's head, you can see as it sizzles, and then smoke begins to appear from behind its pupils before it and then slumps over backwards.
What the hell did you just do?
Yarn sits back. Killed it. Ugh.
With a what?
Magic. You're wounded.
Yeah. So are you? Are you okay?
We need to disinfect it quickly. And your wound as well. Shut the door. I'll get a first aid kit quickly.
Okay.
He stands
I
up,
go and shut the door.
pulls open one of the lockers, grabs one of the things down, a fairly large metal casing, opens it up quickly. Here. And with that, he takes out a canister, shakes it briefly.
I'll like pop my jacket off a little bit because I was holding it on there. She's got like this huge floral and thorny and viney tattoo like all down her shoulder and back, so it's probably been raked up in the back there.
He looks at it carefully, and then there's a spray. It feels like foam over the back of your neck briefly, which like it stings and then it's like cold. Like you don't really feel anything after that at all from your neck, as though you've put on an ice pack on it. Yarn gives it another shake, pulls his own shirt up, and then sprays the wound on his side, which does the same thing.
More magic?
Oh, antiseptic. He puts it down on the counter. Once it's done its work, we'll bandage it. And he pulls a tarp out from the first aid kit and very carefully like throws it over the creature so he doesn't have to look at it anymore. He goes back over to you after a minute, and then with a slight tap, you can feel something off your shoulders and then break on the ground. The foam has hardened to something and basically fall into the ground with a crack and a shudder. I will bandage you. Give me a moment. He pulls out a thing of bandages and begins slowly taping up the wound. They are shallow. You should be fine. He caught you unawares.
Yeah. I was unaware that there would be creatures trying to kill me outside the door.
Jiang. They are vestige bioweapons or mutants, which is why the antiseptic is quite necessary.
Sure.
He lifts up his own shirt and begins carefully bandaging himself as well.
Who's the kid with the purple eyes?
I don't know, to be truthful. I'm not sure.
But you have a theory.
When do you come from, Bryn?
When? Oh, I've not only moved locations, I've moved time, is what you're implying.
Hmm.
It's not 2025?
No. You come from 2025?
Yes.
Let's see. He pulls the piece of glass out again and extends it, looking at it carefully. You come from an era that has fantasized about time travel then, so this should be easier.
But it was fantasy.
What is fantasy but unrealized science?
Right.
You want to ask me a question?
Nope, just really wishing there was maybe some booze or drugs in my backpack right now, but I've been sober for like 10 years and I can't want that, but I do want that because apparently I've time traveled.
I see. If you want booze, there is booze in the outpost.
No, I don't want booze.
All right.
So when are we?
This is a complicated question to answer, but we believe it is 3371. He slides away the piece of glass and tucks it away.
We believe. Why do you believe? Why do you not know what year it is?
Well, going back to time travel, sometime in 3300, there was what we call the incident, a war between rival groups, or possibly many rival groups, that led to a temporal event. It has caused undue chaos and problems.
I
That is why we
point
are.
to the dead thing on the floor. Like, problem?
Oh, that I think is a product of the war, but not of the time travel part. That is just a, a military thing gone wrong, left out in the wild to. Ah, it's all right.
Right. And we're going to walk through the wild to the big ass tower?
Ideally, as quickly as possible before nightfall, yes.
Well, cool, cool. Okay, we'll be fine because you can cast magic.
You have a great deal of faith, but also I have guns. Yes. I would prefer not to use the magic if I don't have to.
I have so many questions, but we should probably go.
You are a pragmatic sort. I rather like that. Yes. Can you take this bag? This is one of the bags of provisions that I have come here to the outpost to get. There are two
Yeah,
large sort of sling bags, one of which he picks up and pulls over his back, attaches carefully, winces again at the wound that is bandaged up, but shakes it off.
I put on my backpack and hook my bike lock into my belt, but leave my bike, I guess.
Okay.
And I'll just heave the other bag up and carry it
It's
for
not that
now.
bad. 10, 15, 20 pounds maybe. Yarin looks once more at the creature underneath the tarp, then goes to the door, pushes it open, steps outside.
It knocked, by the way. I wasn't like trying to leave.
I believe you. They are sentient would be the wrong word, but they were once human. You step out and begin hiking alongside Yarin. Across the empty wasteland towards the tower. This outpost was on the side of a cliff, basically, and carefully Yarin makes the hike downwards, choosing paths. He seems very well practiced at this, like he's done this before. He knows seemingly where to go. Points out spots here and there, where to move, where to go. During this time, you can converse with him or just focus on your hike if you wish.
Yeah, no, now that we're on the road and moving toward her goal of getting the hell out of here, she'll ask about his magic. So, why did she looks over? Does he have guns on him?
You don't see any. Do you ask him about it?
Yeah. You said you had guns.
He pulls the coat back, and there are two pistols basically on his belt. One looks more weathered, maybe more damaged. Both of them sort of holstered away.
I mean, no offense, but why would you use guns if you have magic?
Well, the magic is of a more limited range. The guns are not. Also, the magic is taxing.
Huh.
But one of these in an enclosed space like the outpost, a ricochet would be quite dangerous.
Right. Did you tell someone at the tower we're coming?
I cannot raise them so easily. The signaling into the tower is complicated. Possible, but not easy.
What about time traveling someone back? How easy is that?
Similarly, possible, but not easy.
Okay. I'm going to take heart that you didn't say no way. So I'm going to see this as a positive. I can get out of here. Why were you at the outpost? Did you just turn your working there?
No, I came for these supplies. That outpost is abandoned, like many of the outposts across the land.
Oh, it's not like a line of defense against creatures or anything like that. It's just abandoned.
There are very few lines of defenses anymore.
Great. Yarn, I'm pretty much scared shitless here, yeah?
If you need to defecate, go right ahead.
Oh. Hmm. Nope, just terrified. I'm plenty in control of my bowels right at this moment,
Oh,
but thank you.
some of these things will be answered, I imagine, when we get to the tower. I am not really the explaining or teaching type, I suppose.
You'll stay with me, though, right?
I have agreed to protect you. I would not leave you out here alone, with no armament. That seems like it'd be unfair, truly. And besides, you came from another time. I suspect you as well might be a curator.
A what?
We call them curators, people who will help the tower deliver salvation.
I make stuff with my hands. I'm a crafter. This is
What did you craft?
time travel and war and. No, I'm sorry. Thank you for thinking I could be. Um, Probably not. That seems. Yeah.
I have met some people like you, not just crafters, but people out of time. I am the same. I grew up in
What
France,
time are you from? Oh,
1910.
oh.
I'm aware that there was a war significant across France, fairly close after that, and that I may have dodged
Mm-hmm.
a bullet of sorts. I was a sailor, no less. I probably would have been killed in such a war.
You didn't get to go back.
I have been here for perhaps 7 years. I may still.
But you would go back to a war.
True. Perhaps that is not as interesting. But also the tower has called for me, and so I have a sense of responsibility now that I did not have before. I was an
Okay.
aimless youth. Sometimes I Sometimes I have memories of my friends' terrible coffee in cafes on the promenade. But he turns, keeps walking.
You could always come back with me if you wanted. 2025 is, well, the world's on fire, but the world's not at war yet.
You are in the middle of the third Trump era. I am not as interested in that. I have read the books.
Yeah, never mind. Can I come back with you?
I, if the tower wills it, I suppose 1910's France is very interesting. A woman of your tattoos and markings, however, would stand out significantly.
That's fair.
You begin to approach. As Yarin takes you down onto the flats of the wasteland, you realize that you're starting to walk across what is a very wide highway, made of a concrete or stone that is incredibly dense and durable. All around the base of the tower, there are numerous buildings. You begin to pass through what feels like a town, except it's totally abandoned, empty. There's no movement at all, very few lights here and there. Big structures and buildings, garages, warehouses, workshops, but all in a state of disrepair or ruin. The evidence of bullets and burn, score marks, scratches, crumbling hits that they have taken, evident all around you. Some of them are still on fire, belching out slow, inky black smoke. Yaron seems unconcerned. He simply walks, not paying that much attention to the wreckage that surrounds the tower, instead of every now and again scanning one way and then the other. But you make your way across the wasteland towards it, relatively unaccosted. It isn't until you begin to approach that you see there is an enormous wall ringing the outside of the tower. This structure, like that pillar behind it, is monstrously big. 120 meters tall, made of steel or some kind of metal, resolute, a bulwark. As you continue to get closer, you realize that's not just, sort of like a dam wall, but it's huge and casts a long shadow. Passing one of the very large, sort of like a like a quadruple-sized bus that's on its side and burning, Yaren finally stops, still limping slightly, aching. Thinks about it for a moment. Bryn,
Hmm.
it is too late in the day for us to open the main gate. We shall have to open one of the side security entrances.
Okay.
Up there, can you see it? He points towards all along the side of the wall, perhaps 6, maybe 7 stories up. You can see there is a mess of catwalks and fire escapes, metal railings, poles, a way to climb up. There is a security gate which can unlock one of them, but I fear I am perhaps a little too wounded to make such a climb.
Okay. Uh, do I have to do anything when I'm up there, or did I just go up there and it'll open it?
You will need to find a console, turn it on. You should be able to access it there. He looks one way and then the other. Can you see on the ground there, that entryway?
Yep.
7B. See if you can unlock 7B. We'll go through in there.
Sure thing. She will go and attempt to climb this wall.
Okay, you just go. All right.
Um, yeah, he told me what I need to do. I'm gonna go do it.
Okay, great. Bryn, you move forward towards one of these ladders and give me an athletics check, average, as you begin to scale the wall.
3 success.
Oh, three success. Yeah, Bryn, you're in your element. This is easy. Not easy, but like catwalks, stairs, ramps, pole, no big deal. You leap straight up, grab onto it, and then begin hauling yourself upwards, making your way up. It is pretty straightforward as you hold onto railings. Here and there is damage to this structure. One set of stairs as you climb onto, you realize has been crunched in right against the wall, taking out 5 or 6 of the steps. Holding onto it, you make a careful leap over. What could have done that? It doesn't look like it got shot with anything. Wild. But you continue to climb up, 4, 5, 6 stories until you arrive at a small platform landing, a little lookout position, a big gray window, another door frame of that similar door, and a pad next to it.
I put my hand on the pad, try to wake it up.
Nothing happens.
Sorry, what is by the pad? There's like a gray screen.
Yeah, you can see the glass window basically, but it's kind of grayed.
Glass
It's like
window.
frosted.
I I try to touch or activate anything around me that looks like it could be activatable.
Touch around it. You touch the glass, touch the door. Hmm.
I look over. Yarin.
Yaren, which you would have seen while you were climbing, has retreated to one of the side buildings, like he's gone inside just for sheltering. He's not far away, but you would probably need to yell.
I don't want to yell because I don't want to call things.
Seems fair.
This is so dumb. She's gonna grab out her wallet and
Sure.
just like try to scan random cards on the machine and see if anything like triggers it to wake up.
Yeah, you pull out a credit card, and this is so dumb. You tap it, it blinks, and then blinks red.
Okay. Try uh my ID, like my
Tap, it blinks red.
I have some random gift cards and like a gym membership. I'm just gonna tap everything in my wallet. I'm assuming it's a red, red, red.
It's all red, yeah.
I've tried every card. Fuck. Was he supposed to give me a card? Um She turns around again. Yar!
You yell. Okay.
A little louder.
The door on that sort of side building opens, and Yaren peeks his hatted head out, adjusts his goggles, and looks up at you.
It needs me to scan something.
Pulls back in.
Yarin!
You yell again.
Do you have a card to scan?
You see him reach into his pockets and pull out something wrapped in plastic. Takes a step back and then throws.
Oh. Oh. I tried to catch it.
Roll athletics for me. Or coordination, your choice.
I will roll athletics.
Yeah, all right. Seems fair.
Difficulty?
Uh, average, but one black.
Oh.
Oh,
2 success, 1 threat.
2 success, 1 threat. Whew, that's a pretty good throw. 6 stories off the ground from a little piece of
Yeah.
like plastic
Yeah.
as you got it. But you can also see Yaren on the ground, sort of hunches over on his side from the effort and drops to one knee.
She will tap to scan his card.
It turns green and the door slides open.
Could have given me that. She wanders in, or she goes in.
You step inside. It's quite a tight room. Maybe not tight, but there's not a whole lot to it. There's a table. There's two lockers, a desk, and a chair, kind of right in front of it. You don't see evidence of a computer. Like there's no screens or monitors on that desk. And then there is a short hallway that leads to a door, which has what you're pretty sure is the universal sign for bathroom at the far end.
And there's nothing up here that looks like
Yeah,
it could be a button. All right, I open the lockers.
You go to the first locker, swing it open. Ooh, hazmat suit, pair of boots, uh, pretty large, like working boots for somebody that must have like size 20 feet. Um, ooh, yeah,
Okay, close that. Next locker.
this one's locked.
Okay, I'll head to the bathroom.
You head over to the bathroom and look in. There's a shower, a stall, toilet. It's all pretty clean. A sink, a mirror, a first aid kit stuck against the wall, similar to the one you saw in the outpost.
Can I open the mirror? Like, is it like an
No, it's
opening
right
one
up
or
against
just
the
behind
wall.
it?
Yeah.
I like check behind it or something.
Check against the metal that it's sitting on. No, it's pretty much flush against that.
Okay, I head back out. Is there anything hanging on the wall in here that there could be something behind?
You take a look around, unless there's something right behind the locker, but that seems unlikely.
She goes over to the railing.
Okay.
Yarn!
You yell again. Yarn will look up.
What am I looking for?
The console.
There isn't one here.
There must be one there.
What does a console look like to you?
Screens? On a table?
And I just go back in and I look all over the table, under the table, around the
The
table,
table is just
anything.
like a folding legged table, like a camp table almost. And then, yeah,
And the desk, same thing, nothing.
you go over to the desk.
Yeah.
Yeah, the desk is all along one wall. It's much heavier, like it's built against the wall and big piece of metal, and then like a desk chair that kind of sits right against it. And if you were to sit in it, there's space underneath the desk for your legs.
Okay. I will open drawers. I will sit in it. I will.
No drawers, but you can sit in the
No.
desk and spin around. There's no wheels under it, but it slides really well. It must be on skids or something or magnetic, but slides right up against the desk and then boom, 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 boom. 20 screens projected in front of you with all kinds of information. Whoa.
Is there a keyboard?
There's no
No,
keyboard.
just. I reach out and is it touch screen?
You reach out tentatively and one window screen just sort of slides along with your finger as you
Okay.
shove it away.
Okay.
Saw a movie like
I
this
just start.
once. As you
Yeah,
start like
that was where.
shifting, you can roll computers.
Oh no. um. Where is that? Nope. Don't. Nope.
Average.
Yeah.
Hmm.
Ooh. One failure, one threat.
One failure, one threat. Yeah, that seems fine. As you
Yeah.
just sort of like, oh, shove that one off, and then like five windows go, and you're like, wait, hold on, I,
No. Yep.
how do I bring those back? And as you sort of look over the other way, you can see like those all shuffle back over, obscuring what you were looking at, and fuck.
I just need 7B.
You
Just
close your hands and sort of shake your fists, and everything like zooms in, and you're like,
no, no. I sit on my hands
you
and I
sit on your hands.
use my eyeballs and I look for anything to do with 7B, the door.
And you shuffle through it. Outside, you hear a whoomp noise,
Shit.
a loud thump.
I run and look out.
You run and look out, and you see Yaren and a creature. A creature is stalking him on the ground. It races towards him as he pulls out his pistol, tracking it for a moment before. There is not a gunshot, no projectile that you see, but instead a lance of energy and a feeling of sudden pressure that expands outwards from where he is. It sends the creature tumbling backwards 5, 10 meters, scrabbling in the dirt before it rolls back to its feet, gets itself shaken up, and then runs again on all fours towards Yaren. You want to do anything?
Yeah, I'm gonna run inside and grab those heavy duty work boots.
Sure, yeah, yeah. You grab them out of the locker.
Yeah, and I run back out and I wait for Yaren to shoot him again. So it like pushes him away. And then
Okay.
I'm gonna chuck a boot and try to hit this thing.
All right. Make your attack roll. Um, this is an
I'm
agility check with an improvised
okay.
weapon. You're
Yeah.
also 6 stories up.
Yep.
It's a
That's why I
long
waited
way
for
to
it to
throw.
move away so I didn't off
Yeah,
Yaren.
yeah, yeah, yeah.
Okay. I think I'm just at 2 green in this because I
Two
don't think I
green,
have any of that.
two
Yeah.
purple, 2 black for the
Yeah.
creature's armor.
Cool, cool. 3 failure.
You heft the boot over your head and throw, and it sort of pinwheels out. Lands like 5 meters away from the creature with a boom into the dust.
Um, can I like are we in turn initiative or just kind of keep going there?
You can take another one. Yeah, you can take another action. It's
Okay.
fine. You throw the other boot.
Um, yeah, I would like to throw the other boot, and at the same time, I would like to kind of yell at the creature to try to get its attention. So it like give trying to give Yarn advantage again in the same
Sure.
kind of
Okay.
concept.
Yep.
Yeah, distract the thing. I'm
Uh,
assuming same roll.
same roll. Yeah, for the boot.
Hey, 2 success, 1 threat.
2 success, 1 threat. Yeah, you throw the boot as it. Pretty similarly, you got 2 boots. Now that you know the weight of it, whoever wears these size 20 boots, it's fine. And it hits the creature who is just like surprised, like, what? Where did that come from? It staggers backwards for a moment as Yaren again pulls the pistol and sends it staggering back from the shot. Uh, the creature rolls this time much more warily back to its feet. It sort of clocks you where you are way up high and is like unsure if you have more boots. Moving sideways. Do you want to do anything?
Um, I mean, I have other stuff that I can just keep throwing, but d- does the creature look injured, wounded, like, or does this look like it's going to be a long fight, or Yarn's almost finished this thing?
It does look quite wounded after 2 pistol shots, yes.
Okay, then I'm just going to try to give him another opportunity. I say a deep apology to the Vancouver Public Library as I pull a book out of my backpack,
Yeah.
and
You
I'm just
pull out
gonna
a
like
book, hardcover book.
2 hand throw this thing and like do the same.
Okay.
Yeah.
Now, a book a little less aerodynamic than a
Yeah.
boot. A boot wasn't aerodynamic either. So
No.
I'm going to put it at 3 black dot. Also, the creature's a little
Okay.
more aware of you.
2 purple, 3 black.
Yeah.
Okay. This is stupid. Just 1 failure, which is a miracle in itself.
The book goes wide. The book goes wide. The creature decides at that point you're an idiot and races at Yaren again. Yaren takes his shot. Yaren takes his shot, and there's a both go wide as the creature leaps right at him, raking one more deep slash right down his chest before Yaren puts one hand on the creature right on his chest as he and then there is a shockwave expands outward from where Yaren is in all directions, a perfect ring that sends dust flinging up into the sky like a little atom bomb explosion.
Is Yaren still there?
You can't see through the dust cloud.
I run in and I'm trying to find door fucking 7B.
You want to make another computer's check, or you want to just take a minute and do it?
Um, I'll slow down and do it.
Okay. It takes you a minute as you heart hammering. Nope, not that window. Nope, not that window. Six A B C D D. No, no, that's too far. Nine in. Fuck, fuck, fuck. You go sliding back again until 7B. Got it. How do you? It clicks and turns green. Put your hands behind your head.
I'm running.
Like,
Yeah,
good.
I'm running.
You turn
Okay,
and
I'm
run
I'm
out
getting
of
down.
the room.
And I'm
You begin
getting
climbing down, looking down towards the ground. The dust is just beginning to settle, but you can see Yaren on his back in the middle of it. The creature is in two pieces, sort of a torso and a half-formed head 15 meters away, and then both sets of legs on the other side.
before I started climbing down, I'm gonna run to the bathroom and reef that first aid kit off the wall.
You rip the first aid kit off the wall. It detaches from its Velcro, and
And
you
I
begin
just take
climbing
it
down.
with me as I go down.
Okay. And you descend down to the ground. You don't need to make an athletics check. You know the path already, and you race towards Yaren's side. He is on his back. You can see he's still breathing, but his eyes are closed behind those goggles.
Are you okay?
Bryn, Bryn,
Yeah, I'm right here.
did you throw a book?
Shut up. And I'm gonna try to drag him to door 7B.
All right, yeah, you can make an athletics check.
Difficulty?
Uh, Average, one setback.
4 advantage.
You pull him about 10 meters towards the door, half the way, before there is another grunt of pain, and he. Stop, Bryn. Bryn.
Okay, okay.
It's too late. As he pulls the shirt down, and you can see from the wound what is bleeding profusely, soaking through his shirt and coat. There's also little crystals beginning to grow out of his skin. Little black pieces of quartz, even before your eyes, expanding further and further outwards.
Oh, okay. Is there something in here for this? And I like dig through the first aid kit.
Where did you
Like a
get that?
spray? Like I tore it from the wall up there.
Blue cap.
Blue cap. Okay. I
You
grabbed the blue
find it.
cap and I.
It's the exact same one that you used in the outpost, or he used in the
Oh,
outpost.
spray.
You give it a shake really quickly, the fingers trembling, and then spray it all over his chest. I shall require from you a
Oh.
intellect. Survival intellect if you have it.
Nope.
All right, intellect then. Average.
One failure, one advantage.
One failure, one advantage. You spray wildly. At one point, you even get some into his mouth where he sort of sputters and spits.
Sorry, sorry.
It's too late. You need to get help. I have an hour at best. Go into
No, we
the
can get you
tower.
in there and they can fix it.
You can't move me like this.
Why?
It's too far. You'll never make it
No,
in
screw
time.
that. And I like roll under and like try to fireman carry him. Like I'm
Okay,
gonna lift.
make another athletics check. Hope you're successful.
Me too, Lester. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Difficulty.
Average.
One setback or no?
You don't have to have the setback. You sprayed on some antiseptic, even though you did it
Okay.
incorrectly.
For success,
Four
one threat.
success and one threat. All right, yeah. You, ignoring his protest and his pain groan, heave him onto your shoulders. He's heavy, but not like terribly heavy. Also, you ditch, I guess, the two supply bags probably. You don't actually know where his is.
Yep.
He's still in the side room.
Yeah,
And
I've just
you,
got my backpack and him.
as carefully as you can, start jogging towards that security door. You enter through a entryway and into what would be like a big receiving room of sorts. You can see there's a big barred section which would separate it out, but it is green and the main door is swung open. You race through that and into uh, a courtyard that leads right up to the tower. And it looks like this. Now that you are standing before it, it is impossible not to hesitate and stop. It's so big. It must be like 4 football fields thick. It towers all the way up. You get a sense of vertigo briefly as you look upwards at it. Your head can't really climb that high of yarn on your shoulders. And if you look too high, you're afraid you might tip over backwards and fall. In front of you is a gate, a door, a portal somewhere. It's 120 meters tall, 80 meters wide. This massive gateway at the top of a set of stairs down 600 meters of path for this courtyard. What they could possibly need a door this big to admit in, you have no idea. You snap out of your reverie when Yarn lets out another pained grunt and begin carefully making your way forward. About
Okay.
halfway across, you can hear Yarn sort of reaching into something. You need this. And he reaches over and hands you a small black little metal, like a ring box almost.
Okay.
Use it to get through the door.
Okay. Then there'll be someone that can help you, right?
Doc, she can help.
Okay. Let's go. And I like hike him up a little bit and like power walk.
You walk carefully, quickly as possible, climbing the stairs two at a time, making your way up until you stand right in front of the door.
I take the box. Is there anywhere that it looks like I could use it? Or does it, but does the box look like it would open or is the key?
It looks like it would open, yeah.
Okay, I open it.
You open it, and inside you find a disc. It's big, size of a seashell maybe. The middle of it is stamped with what looks like a tree perhaps, or some kind of leaf. Around it are a series of symbols, and as you pick it out of the box, you realize that there are 3 concentric rings around the outside. And as you hold it, it begins to spin, all of them, unbidden. It sort of vibrates in your fingers. It's like it's got its own hum to it.
At a loss of what to do with this magical artifact she has, she's just gonna like hold it out towards the door and see if anything changes with it.
You reach forward towards the door, push the relic into it for a moment in your palm, and then both you and Yarn tumble forwards through the door. There is again that sense of vertigo, that strangeness, and then you find yourself on the inside. You are on a walkway, but it is like a 3-lane road of metal. This entire tower is hollow. There are rampways and stairs, platforms at all different heights you can see. Uh, it is a myriad giant structure all around you. In fact, looking all the way up, you can't even see the top of it. And looking off the side, you can't see the bottom either. You thought you were on the ground, but maybe not. Maybe it extends deep into the earth. Maybe you're somewhere else. In the center of it is a pillar of some sort that glows, extending all the way through and down. The walkway you're on goes all the way towards the midst of it. And all the way down, several hundred meters, far away from you, there are three figures. Their backs to you. They seem to be working at the far end all along this walkway. The first, a man with a sort of half cape, big and burly. The second, another man, this one wearing kind of a robe or a coat, perhaps, much thinner, wirier, a briefcase, a cane in one hand, and a woman in an elegant gown with a sword on her hip.
They are at the same spot as the console, or are those two different
They're
directions?
towards the console, yeah.
All right, I'm just heading that way. Need to find the dock.
You race that way. And at the sound of your feet moving across, the man in the half coat suddenly turns around and pulls his rifle upwards before he. Yaren! He
I need the
yells out.
dock.
He races towards you as the other two also turn to look at what has happened. He races towards you and he. What happened? What happened? He putting the rifle away. Who are you?
He got attacked by one of those creatures, and I sprayed him with the blue cap, but he said he's dead within the hour, so I'm trying to find the dock.
Put him down. Put him down. The man slides on his knees right up against you as you lower Yaren to the ground. He tucks against the side of his head. Duck! Duck! And begins murmuring into his ear. The other two begin to cross towards him as Yaren looks up. Stack, bastard. What happened to you, old man? Found another curator. Stack turns and looks at you, piercing hazel eyes. Seems to take you in, at the same time that the other two, jogging slowly, approach. The woman sort of looks carefully at you and then at your hand that still has the relic in it. The man, Stack, with one hand still on Yaren, looks at you. Welcome, honored curator. And here we go to break. Thank you,
Excellent.
everyone. We'll be back in 5 or 10 minutes. Get up, go to the bathroom, get yourself some popcorn, drink some water. Bryn's a curator.
Sure.
What does that mean? Off we go.
Oh.
All right. Welcome back, everyone. We have returned. We have just had our curator return. Before I begin that, though, thank you for the raid, friends. This is going to be deeply confusing, but we're playing a experimental TTRPG. If you have questions, our moderation team, Crazy J, I'm sure will fill you in. I'm sure you're going to have a lot of questions because it's not going to make any damn sense. But we're really glad that you're coming and hanging out. Filthy love you. If you're still here, you're the best. Okay, where last we left off. Bryn has carried Yaren into the tower, relic in hand, approached a group of people dressed strangely who rush over to Yaren's aid. And then taking in Bryn's appearance and the relic in hand, say, "Welcome, honored curator."
Oh, no, Bryn. Bryn.
The woman nods. "Bryn, very well. Stack." And Stack looks over. He's already got a bunch of medical things out and is reapplying the spray over Yaren's chest. At that moment, there is a snap and a click from the railing alongside you as a grapple has appeared there, and there is a rapid sound of a winch ascending until another woman in long black and brass robes hops onto the side, wearing dark sunglasses and in a style that you would say clashes with the idea of a doctor. Stack looks over, "Doc," and she, "Yes, yes, I'm on it," and kneels down. She looks over, gives you a quick glance, checks your back. "Are you also wounded?"
Uh, yes, I was scratched by a at the outpost,
Stack,
but
take her to go somewhere
I'm
rest.
fine.
"I'm the doctor,
Um,
not you. Go rest."
okay.
And then she begins pulling out medical implements as she shoves the large burly man away as he, "Got it, doc. Curator, you can come with me."
Bryn. Thank you. Yes.
Curator Bryn. All right. And he leads you up a set of stairs to a platform that maybe a story up that kind of overlooks where they were all working. A little bit. There are 7 or 8 tents up here. There's a bunch of equipment and supplies, but there's nobody else. It's quite quiet actually. As he, "You said you have been scratched, but you've been treated already. Yarn did that."
Yes. Is he okay? I'd rather stay with him.
Uh, don't worry. Doc will take care of it now. You did good. Did you carry him that way all the whole way?
Yeah.
Hmm. You're strong for your size. Impressive. He's not a light guy. What happened exactly?
From where? What 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 point of the story would you like me to start at?
Uh, I guess the point where you got here, curator?
I got hit in the head in 2025 and woke up in your outpost.
2025. All right. He pulls out a piece of glass and extends it out, and while you're talking, sort of like glances at it, reading.
And Yaren was there, and he said he could bring me here so I could communicate with people and try to get back. And we walked here. I climbed up to open one of the side doors, and he was attacked while I was up there.
Oh. Uh, he went for supplies, right? He said he was doing that today.
Oh, they're probably outside of door 7B somewhere.
Oh, I'll get them after I see to you. That's fine. 2025. Right.
Yep.
So you know that it's 3371 now.
Yes.
Great. Okay. Um, I don't normally do this, but if there's any questions or you want to know anything, I guess I can try to answer what I can.
Fair. How do I get back to 2025
Oh,
is my biggest question.
uh, I guess it could happen. It probably won't though. It's like it's random. I'm not a curator. I'm uh a Kuomyang Elite Forces, so I don't do the thing that you curators do, but I'm kind of aware of it. I don't think you don't have any choice where you go. You just and go and go.
Is that the thing that curators do?
Yeah, curators find seeds, or place seeds. The tower requires a certain amount of temporally significant energy and power, which we gather from across time. And so curators will place seeds at different points in time and then fetch them after they have either matured or when it is no longer safe for them to still be there. They take them, bring them back, and the tower will harvest them so that we might fix the timelines. That's probably the really short version of a very complicated idea, but you get the gist of it.
That was the easy version?
Uh, you jump around time space,
Yeah. No,
finding.
I got that part. Thank you.
Okay,
Thank
great.
you. Yep. I want to go home though.
Uh, I guess it's possible that the tree might send you home. I'm not sure how that works.
What about the kid with the purple eyes? He sent me here. Can he send me back?
Oh, I don't know anything about a kid with purple eyes.
Oh,
You saw this kid in the outpost?
no. 2025.
How old of a kid?
Like 10?
Was not a. I don't think he's a curator then. I don't think any of our curators are that young. What did he do?
Pointed at me and brought me here?
Uh, I'm sorry. I don't really know anything about that. Um, I guess I could ask around a bit, or Yarn's the only other curator right now, but I suppose others will be coming back at some point.
So I just wait?
Mm, normally you would go on on a mission or
Right. With no training and no knowledge and nothing. You're just gonna send me back out today?
would you? I mean, you can rest and shower and have food. Oh, and training. I He reaches into a different pocket, puts away that piece of glass, pulls out another one, looks at it. Ah, here, and hands it to you.
I take it?
Uh, it snaps open, and you can read it. Here's your spell list,
Oh.
Bryn.
Oh no. Okay.
Take your time, read through it. Every curator is given a set of spells, which are cast through the relic, that coin in your hands, in your
Okay.
pocket. Um, yeah. For those of you watching, Jay will have listed the spell list, so you can also check it out and see some of the possibilities open to our honored curators.
Okay. Oh wow. Okay, there's a lot.
Take all the time you
This
need.
will be a thrilling part of the stream where I'm reading. Um, okay. And remind me, how is strain um repaired? Like on a long rest, it comes
So on a
back
long
kind of thing?
rest, you get all of it back unless there's some reason that you wouldn't. On a short rest, you get to roll either resilience or discipline, and you'll heal that much strain.
Okay. Those aren't great for me, but that's okay. Okay. Uh, so Bryn's gonna open this and not take the time to read it and just look up and go, spells?
You have, as a curator, an affinity for the utilization of the relics, and so therefore can warp reality, sort of.
Uh-huh.
You come from 2025. You should be used to superhero stories. This is somewhat similar.
Yes, what you and Yaren are failing to grasp about the fact that I'm from 2025 and I'm aware of fantasy and time travel and superheroes is that they were fantasy stories,
Right. But
not here, do this.
this is far harder when you get a curator from like you know, 600s and they're like, "You have indoor plumbing." Like this is incredible. Everything is magic to them then. It's
Okay, that's a fair point. I'll give you that one.
yeah.
Yeah. Uh, okay. Well, I'm gonna rest,
I'll
and
show
then
you to a tent that you can use.
can we check on Yaren after that, or what? Like,
That's a
I
Doc
don't.
question, but I'll see how she's doing.
Okay.
Stack stands up, brings you over to an unoccupied tent. There's a little field cot in it. It's reasonably sized, and also brings you like a tray filled with what is probably a ration of meal. It looks very vaguely militaristic, but obviously a lot fancier. And gives you the use of that tent and points out where like a shower is, like a field shower off to the side, various equipment and things that you might need, fresh water, stuff like that. Uh, if you need anything, I guess just shout, and either I or Fetch will come help you out.
Right. Thank you.
Great.
Okay.
Being a curator is a great honor. I know it probably doesn't feel like that right now, but the whole world is indebted to you. And he turns and goes.
Okay. No pressure. I go into the tent. I take my backpack and my coat off so I can let my wounds air out a little bit. Um, she opens the pamphlet and like takes a closer look at her abilities.
All right.
Um, she's gonna be like, no, like, no. And she'll grab, let's just say she grabs like a file, like a sanding file from her wood kit, and she's gonna focus on it and try to transmute it.
Sure. What do you want to transmute it into?
Uh, just an actual like sharp knife instead of a tool.
Okay. For a moment, your fingers feel like they tingle, and something in the core of you extends through your arm. And then, very quickly, your little file glows briefly for a moment before it whoosh, sharpens into a hardened and wicked blade. of about 9 inches
Oh,
long.
fuck no. And she like drops.
Clatters to the ground.
Ah,
You take 2 strain
Jesus.
damage.
Yeah. Oh, picks it up. Well, what the hell? She's just gonna lay down and try to take a short rest and
Okay.
heal some of the wound threshold.
All right, roll your resilience then. No purple die at all. It's been well treated and bandaged, so you have 1 bonus blue.
Okay. Um, resilience is where. Oops. 4 success, 2 advantage.
For success to advantage, you heal up to 6 wound, which I don't think you've taken. So
I did take 6.
through your soak,
Oh, I forgot my soak.
I
Nope,
can't
I
fix
took
that for
4.
you.
No, I'm good.
All right,
Yeah.
Bryn, you lay down on the cot and then roll over onto your front so you can let your shoulders air out from your
Yeah.
injury and find yourself dozing after a moment. It's impossible to tell any sense of time, but slowly you rise back to awakeness. And there is a sound of knocking, rattling, really, from outside.
I'm still in the tent.
Yep.
I didn't go back to my time when I slept.
Nope. You can see through the
No.
silhouette of the tent against the illumination of the tower that it's the woman, Doc.
Okay. Yep. Come in.
I'm here to check on you and to let you know that Yaren is blissfully unconscious and sedated, but going to be fine in probably a few days.
I'm glad to hear that. Thank you.
Look at you, you're a toughie. You carried him a kilometer on your back? It's pretty impressive.
I lift. Uh,
I thought people from that era of time were pretty lazy, but it's nice to be proven wrong once in a while.
yeah. Well, I know how to hustle.
Hmm. Do you need me to check your wound?
I think it's okay, but sure.
She looks at it, gives it a cursory look, and like 5 seconds later, yep, looks fine.
Thanks.
Hmm. Every curator's different. Some of them come really shell shocked. Some of them come and they're really like megalomaniacs. Kind of in the middle of those, aren't you?
I keep thinking I'm going to wake up, but I'm trying to make the best of it while I'm here
Hmm.
because who really does get to live out a superhero fantasy?
Not many. Statistically, actually, the number is very, very low. Very, very low.
What do I do now?
Do you believe in this whole curator business?
Oh, um, I was gonna say yes, but that feels like a lie, but that also feels like a lie. So I believe that you all believe it.
Well, there's no way to better understand it than to go do it. At least do one. You'll see.
Okay, sure, I'll buy in. How?
It's actually really simple. Well, the sending you is really simple. What happens after that? Like I said, none of us are curators. So we don't know exactly where you'll be going because nobody has control over that. But all you have to do is go and touch the central pillar, accept a trial, and off you go. Uh, I think almost always curators for the first time fetch seeds. You won't have to set one. So that's at least
Okay,
something easier. Seed, by the way, they take different forms, but you'll know it when you see it. It will call to you the same way that your relic does. Similarly.
Well, this is my relic. It's not Yarn's?
No, he gave that to you. It was in a box, right?
Yes.
He has his own.
Okay. This would be easier if he was awake.
I think a lot of things would be easier if he was awake. But that's the French for you. Never around when you need him.
All right. Well, I'm gonna go touch the pillar.
Oh, don't make it sound like that. You're not one of those,
Okay.
right?
I'm gonna go touch the pillar.
Oh,
No,
I
I
don't like
don't.
it when you say that.
What do you want for?
She turns and leaves
Fuck
the tent.
this. I'm going to touch the pillar. I like push past her a little bit.
All right, you push past Doc and head down the rampway towards the others. Well, there is Fetch and the woman. You don't know if you got her name before, but both of them look at you as you approach. Fetch nods. Feeling rested?
Yes.
Then you're off.
Yes. Yes I am. Yes.
All right, come with me. And he guides you up to a central platform, a ring that goes right around this pillar in the center, a small railing, but close enough that you can reach out past it. You realize that all of the other surfaces in this tower are steel and hard, regular, flat, smooth surfaces built very explicitly for each of its needs. But this pillar through the middle is quite different. It looks like it's been shaped or grown organically, like a tree's bark or rings and roots. And all the way along it, every now and again, like trailing lines, little glyphs light up, characters or letters or runes in some language that you don't understand. Like the pulse of blood and vein rippling upwards and down before your very eyes. All you have to do is reach forward for it, touch it, and it will imprint on you and send you somewhere. Because you have no seed on you right now, you will be fetching something.
Okay. Well, here goes nothing.
With relic in hand, you reach forward and touch the pillar. It glows brightly for a brief moment, and when you pull your hand back, you realize there is a glyph now imprinted in your palm. A curious character. And as you stare at it, you feel like you're falling over backwards, carefully, strangely, tumbling oh so briefly. That same sense of vertigo rips through your insides, twisting and shifting and messing around with you. It feels kind of strange and awkward, weird perhaps, until you land with a crash. You feel yourself sit upright in a similar position to when you had first arrived uh, inside that bunker. But you hear voices first, shouts and yells, noises, the clatter of metal, the crackle of fire. You blink blearily as the vertigo slowly ebbs out of you. And then you hear the footsteps of someone. Huh. What about this one? I don't know. She's dressed weirdly like a mercenary. You blink awake. There are the boots of some guard. Metal boots. Metal shin plate. Armor. A spear. The man stands over you, peering. Like no Muslim I've ever seen. Another guard from further away. Whatever. Put her in the line. Shackle her up. Reaches down to your shoulder and turns you over to get a better look. Do you want to do anything?
Um, yes. I will um as I'm rolled over, I will just like bring my blade up and I just say, "You will not be shackling me anywhere."
Okay, yeah, you pull the blade out as you are rolled over. I shall require a coercion check.
Oh, no. Okay.
Average. I'll give you
Difficulty?
2 boost die, though, for the blade, which is
Okay.
unusual and wicked.
Okay. One advantage.
1 advantage. The man jumps back at the blade. Ha, barbarian! Pulls at his spear. I advise you not to. There are guards all around. We have already taken the town.
I am not part of this town and I demand to be let free.
Hmm, not part of the town. He looks carefully at you. You can see the other guard coming across. He's already got his sword drawn. They look vaguely medieval, perhaps. You're not entirely sure. But this one is wearing sort of a leather cuirass, skirted armor. He has a sword of iron, it seems. Definitely not as sharp, not as lithe as your own blade, is he? Whose side are you on, if you're not in the town?
I would like to make a history check to see if I can place this type of armament or
Go for it.
decoration. Difficulty?
Average, but because you, I'll give you one blue.
Okay. 2 success.
You are in the medieval era, you think, given their weaponry. If not, these are medieval reenactors who are incredibly close and precise about it. Also, looking
Right.
around where you are at the side of a street, um, just off of the main way. You can see it looks like this. Oh, I also need to send to Jay this and a picture of Doc. Yeah, there are buildings around that, man, these would fit in a video game somewhere. But also, this town is in a state of disarray. There are crates smashed, wagons broken. You can smell the smell of smoke. Here and there are blood stains. There are people looking disheveled or beaten. A couple bodies here and there all around the street. And these 2 soldiers and 2 others further up the street. Otherwise, it's quite quiet.
Okay. I'm gonna. I don't have great deception, but I'm gonna do this anyways.
Go for it.
I'm basically going to be like, "You do not know me? That is good. I am on a secret mission from your lord."
All right. Make that deception check.
Yeah.
Average, I'll give you 1 bonus for the blade.
Mm. 1 success, 1 threat.
If that's true, the hidden will know you. Come with us. We'll determine the veracity of your story.
I sheath my weapon in my belt and go with them.
You sheathe your weapon in your belt, but to hearten, you see the man with the sword also sheathes his carefully, leaving it still unlatched. He could draw it at any moment. But they relax slightly and walk with you. They walk with you up the town street a ways, not far, perhaps a block's worth. You pass by more of this town. There are people along a slave line now, you see. They're roped together by the ankles, probably about 2 dozen of them, many of them beaten, but sitting on the edge of the road, being carefully watched by others. You realize this is a Spanish town. Hmm. But where? You're not quite sure. Given the looks of people and the sound of waves somewhere, probably on the coast somewhere. But all that ends as they escort you towards an inn and inside. There are several other soldiers in here, troops of some kind, people. They are dispensing with loot, treasure, coin, and other knickknacks and valuables, laying them out over tables, seemingly looted from various buildings in and around. Next to them, behind a tall bar, is a man who wears a heavy coat. He looks up. What's this? Speaking in a heavy accent. Oops, sorry. I need to send that. On his belt, a large wide girdle. From it hangs a Bible of some kind, a cross around his neck, a staff on his back. This mercenary says that she works for you. Well, for the Hidden. What's her name? Says the man.
They call me B.
An English woman.
I would speak with you.
He nods to the two soldiers who nod as well, and then move sort of hurriedly to the piles of treasure to examine more things. He gestures you to come into the back storeroom of this tavern. Speak then.
I am on a mission, and I would not be impeded. It is of utter importance for the future of this country, of our country.
Hmm. You're from the 13 then?
Do I understand that reference?
Probably not.
I could be considered that, yes.
We have stamped out all the royalists, so we think. Comarda is free now. But, as you can see, there's a cleanup to happen. You're on some secret mission.
Yes.
Is your secret mission to kill someone? To take something? To find something? Or are you passing through?
Passing through. I am here to kill no person.
I see. Very well. He seems to
With
dismiss
your
you then.
yeah, with your leave, and I will leave the space.
You step back away from that storeroom, back out into the main area. You can see that there are still those four sort of soldiers in and around doing their work, but they eye you as you come out, watching you warily. What do you want to do?
I don't pay them the time of day, attention wise, but I do not knowing what a seed is, I do like walk close enough that I think I could like if something was supposed to feel something to me, that if it was in that treasure pile, I would feel it.
Rule perception for me.
Average.
Yeah, average.
Okay. Ugh. Two failure.
You walk past, getting pretty close, but as you do, right as you do, a large, another soldier with a wicker basket dumps another pile of coin and trinket and cups and cutlery, which kind of sends everything scattering. Maybe you would have felt it if you were close enough, you're not sure, but you definitely didn't see anything, just because now it's all in disarray again.
She doesn't think it would be that obvious to start with. She was hoping, but she's going to exit this space if they
You
let her.
step back out on the street, yeah.
How big of an army does it feel like there is here? Like I've seen four guys and a leader.
You can either insight, or if you have knowledge tactics, I'll accept either one.
Sure don't. Okay. Uh,
Insight, average.
two advantage.
To advantage. You've seen four, you've seen one. Presumably there's some hidden. The 13, that doesn't sound like those are people that are here. But also just like controlling people, you're going to say there's like probably 2 dozen people. It's not a big town. You walked one street. If there's a mirror of this street on the opposite side, that would put it at maybe 40 houses or buildings in general. It can't be that much. It's got to be less than 20 soldiers, you would think.
She's gonna try to walk, like you said, there was a secondary street. She's gonna try to walk the secondary street. She, when they came down this first street, was trying to feel if there was anything that like pulled to her. She's gonna do like a zigzag down the street and see if she can see anything or feel anything.
Yeah, you walk up and down the street carefully, going one way and then the other, one way and then the other. About a third of the way into that, you can feel that there are a number of eyes on you, people watching you from inside buildings. None of these
Mm,
buildings have
okay.
glass. They're sort of open, but like shutters
Right.
here and there. But you can see people peeking through shutters, being like, "Who is that? Who is that?"
Just go and get the seed, they said. It'll be fine. Just have to go and pick it up. It's great.
You mutter to yourself in English.
um, if there's nothing in the buildings pinging her for, well, she's a superhero now, so spider senses.
Yeah, you don't feel
She's
anything.
no. Um, her chest kind of falls, and she's felt like she's watched enough like time travel movies and stuff like that that she knows that she's not supposed to like fuck with the chain of events that happens in a place, or else there's a potential there. That's at least what she's thinking.
Sure.
But she's gonna walk along if nobody's stopping her still and she just has free range in this city. Um, well, she's gonna walk along the line of folks tied up and beat.
Yeah, you walk along them. A few of them shy away from you. A few of them are sort of studying you, curious. Some of them ignore you entirely. Like either they're too tired or they're dozing quietly or they're too beaten to pay any attention to you.
What kind of eyes are on me in this scenario?
There is one soldier who's keeping an eye on all of the people who are in this tide line, who sort of has an eye towards you, but isn't doesn't care that much. Um,
Okay.
if you set one free, they might care, but other people are wandering over and chat, like talking to them or helping them out. You can see that they're Further along, it seems like there is a priest kind of figure who is like doling out small bits of food, and the guard like does not care. Like
Okay.
whatever.
Can I get a sense of why they're chained up?
Certainly you can roll insight. Easy.
Success to advantage.
None of them are Christians.
Yeah. She walks along the line, seeing if anything pings, and goes and stands by the head guard for a little while and sees who can see. Like, are they in full visual area of like that head area they were in and stuff like that?
What do you mean? Can they see?
Like, sorry, would if she were to have do some actions at this line, is that place where the gold was dumping and like everything like that
No, yeah.
in a
In
visible
the inn,
spot
yeah,
from
the
this,
inn
or is that
can't see
down
the
the hall?
slaves, no.
Okay. Um, I she goes to walk away, back to the inn and see if she can look through the treasure pile again because it must be a physical object is what's in her head. But she can't walk away. Um, so she says fuck it to what she's learned from bad B movies anyway. Um, the priest that's helping out.
hmm
Does he look like he knows some of these folks, or is just like this is a small town, right?
He's conversing with them quietly. You can't make out what he's saying, but he seems to be assisting some of them.
She'll go to the priest and um, I don't even have any food in my backpack. I don't think instant coffee is helpful in this scenario. She just bends down as if to help and just says to the priest, uh, if they were to be freed, can you help them get away?
Freed. Many of them will be freed. They will convert.
Right. We do want that.
I I am unfamiliar with you, but you came with.
I misunderstood the priest. Um, I'm gonna, I don't know, look down the line and see if there's some more awake and aware folk.
Okay.
And like, how are they bound?
So they're tied together with a very long length of rope to left or right leg. One leg, not both.
Okay. Um, I'm gonna, I don't even know what I'm doing here. I'm gonna attempt to give them um a couple of the files from my filing kit. Just
Okay.
pass off some files to those who look more able-bodied and could do something with it in a attempt to look like maybe I'm passing food like the priest.
I shall require either a stealth or skullduggery check then.
Cool, cool. I have neither.
Great.
Difficulty.
2 purple. One black.
Yeah. Oh, it's bad. It's 3 failure, 1 advantage.
Ooh, three failure, one advantage. There is a moment where you have to one to a young man who seems burly, maybe like a farmhand or a rancher or something, like takes one gratefully. Thank you, thank you. But when you get to the second one, the guard leans out. Hey, boy, what is that? He looks up, fearful. Then can't stop himself from instinctively looking towards you, and then looks back at the guard. Sir? See. And the guard comes forward. Ah, a shame. Draws his sword and
No,
gores
I
him right through the
try to
throat.
step in. Ugh. Can I try to parry that blow or get in between it?
Sure, you can roll melee.
So dumb. Okay. Difficulty?
Average, but he's wearing armor, so one black.
Okay. Come on. No. 1 failure, 1 threat.
You go to draw your blade, but you are surprised at how fast a trained
Yeah.
man at arms is. Um, it's one thing to be told you're a superhero, it's quite another to draw a blade in time and do something. As
Yeah.
the iron sword, dull as it is, crashes right between the clavicle of the boy, and as he, a shame, beg forgiveness from God, and pulls the blade back out. Guard leans down and picks up the file. Is there anyone else who would like to confess? Nobody says anything in the line. The guard wipes the blade carefully on his arm. Do you want to do anything?
I stare at the situation. Um, and then I just turn and walk like to like an alley or like a closed area between 2 houses.
You walk away carefully, and then step between two houses into an overgrown grassy patch, a little wooden fence,
Yeah, and I bomb it.
and lean down and throw up.
Fuck Yarn and fuck this. What the hell am I supposed to do? See, middle of a fucking war where people are being killed. Are you shitting me? Fuck. Um, she's gonna sit down and just kind of focus on all the crazy shit that's happened to her today
All
and
right.
try to call to her magic. And can I do a sensing test to see if I can sense a source of magic in this
You
place?
can. Yeah. It will be easy.
Okay.
Ooh.
2 success, 1 threat, 1 triumph.
You clasp the relic from where you are in your own pocket. gripping it tightly for a brief moment. Extending your senses outwards from this square, the center where there's like a well, you can feel towards the inn. Nothing on the main floor, and you know that that person was still there. The second floor, something calls to you, pulls. Reaching kind of the other way, up the hill, there is a chapel as well. A small church of some kind. And the priest also radiates a similar something, but it feels sort of tainted, dark.
Okay. Did she see a way up in the tavern when it was there?
Yeah, there was a staircase near the entryway that probably led upwards to probably the owner's sleeping areas. Yeah, this inn doesn't have
Okay.
private rooms. Maybe there's a sleeping area, like a general flop area for sleeping, but something like that, perhaps.
Okay. All right. Um, Sorry, just reading spells. She will roll her eyes and hope that nobody's been fucking with her and these spells are actually spells that work. And she will cast conceal on herself.
Hopefully nobody fucks with you. You close your eyes tight and envision conceal as you have been told you can use, clutching the relic in one hand. And when you open your eyes, you can't even see your own hands. You can see very barely the spot through them of the grass and the stone.
Oh,
But you and
weird.
everything of you is invisible. You can't even see your own feet as you step one way and kind of stumble because you can't see your own feet and where you're walking before you kind of get your used to that.
I'm gonna quietly walk my way to the inn and go upstairs if I can.
You make your way up the stairs. There is sort of a landing area, and somebody has hauled out a bunch of bedding of straw and made sort of a makeshift 6 beds up here. One of which is occupied by a soldier who sleeps face down, basically, his armor next to him, a spear leaning up against the wall. And then there is a small door that is open. You can see a bunch of like cleaning supplies, like a mop, a couple buckets, things like that. Some detritus left inside there, and then a closed door on the far side opposite all of this sleeping area.
Um, I'll go check the closed door because nothing's pulling to me in here, right?
No, nothing in here feels like it is pulling to you.
Okay, I'll go check the door.
You check the door, locked.
Oh boy, I'm burning through this like crazy. Okay. No, before I try to do that, is it does it look like a key lock?
It does look
Um,
like a key lock of some kind.
she'll take another um maybe she'll take her tweezers out from her back from her makeup kit that she's got.
Pull a pair of tweezers
And
out.
she's going to attempt to transmute that into a key that would fit this lock.
Whatever the key is that will fit this lock, you swirl your hand around invisibly as you feel it change in shape into sort of a heavy brass key.
Okay. Okay,
Take your
holy
strain
shit.
damage.
Okay. Yep. And I put it in and I unlock it.
Click. You open the door. You swing the door carefully, just a crack open so you can slide in. There's a bed, an actual bed, on the far side, with a man sleeping in it, it seems, or at least lying in it. A table on the side, laden with some fresh fruit and bread, and a flagon of what smells like rum or beer. Heavy sort of lock, like a trunk of wood underneath the bed itself, and then a window that is open on the side. There is some armor, some gear, and a big, heavy red coat um, that is sitting on the back of a chair close at hand. There is also
Okay.
a pair of swords propped up just alongside the bed. What do you do?
Okay. Huh. Um, I would like to do another sensing test now that I'm in here.
You breathe in and breathe out. Roll.
Difficulty?
Easy.
4 success, 1 advantage.
From the little lockbox chest.
Okay. I'm gonna. It's under the bed, right?
Yeah.
How big is it?
It's probably about 2 feet wide, 1 foot deep, 1 foot tall.
Okay. How out does this guy seem? Like he's crashed and sleeping and
He's lying on his back, one gloved hand over his own chest, kind of close to where a necklace or something would be. His breathing is
okay.
even. His eyes are closed. He's not under a blanket, though, or anything. It is quite warm.
Right. Okay. As quietly as I can, I'm just gonna try to pull this out.
Roll stealth. Average. One black.
Do I get anything for being invisible?
Sure, I'll give you a blue.
Okay. 1 success, 1 threat.
One success, one threat. You pull the chest out and stop 2 inches in. It's caught on something. It's caught on. You pull a half inch more and you realize, looped around his other wrist, is a piece of string that goes out the back of the bed and around beneath the chest.
Hmm. And he's awake now, or
He's
he's
not
still
awake
sleeping
yet,
and I've
it's as
seen
far as you
that?
can see, but you've seen it.
Does it look like just a regular string?
A cord, leather cord of some kind, yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna. Yeah, I don't have anything more useful. I'm gonna take the blade that I made and just try to, like, I'm gonna go around the far side of the bed and just try to sever that cord as still and quiet as possible.
Make a skullduggery check. Average. I'll give you one blue die.
One success, 2 threat.
One success, two threat. You lean over very carefully. Careful, careful. Nick. There's a shift as he moves slightly. One eye opens. I don't recall calling for a whore. What do you want to do?
I don't say anything because I think I'm invisible. Am I not invisible
You
anymore?
are invisible.
And he's looking right at me.
He sniffs. He blinks awake. Looks one way and then the other. Strange dreams. Closes his eyes again, and then blinks open. Reaches for his own wrist.
I'm gonna clock him on the side of the head with my the blunt edge of my weapon. Try to knock him out.
Okay, make your attack.
Difficulty?
Average. He's not wearing his armor. I'll give you 2 blue for being invisible.
Okay. 3 success, 1 advantage.
All right. Moving fast. Reflexes. Reflexes. Right as he touches his own wrist, you thunk, and there's a. His eye rolls in his own skull, and then he kind of slumps. And you. Huh. Shit, you can see your own wrist and hand and dagger. Your conceal falls
Okay.
off.
Conceal falls off. They couldn't have put that in. I will go open the box.
You go and lean down to open the box and clunk, locked.
What kind of lock?
Similar looking lock, but different, probably brass, smaller than the door.
Um Shit. I grab like one of my screwdrivers and I like shove it in and try to reef the lock, like
All
a
right.
brawn pull it out.
So you want to try to break the lock?
Yeah.
All right. That will be skullduggery with brawn.
Okay.
Average.
1 success.
1 success as you. This reminds you too much of tradecraft school as you wrench sideways and the lock pings sideways and tears at the wood, snapping off and open. You open it?
Yep.
You open the box, and inside you find a cross of gold and a small paper wrapped parcel that calls to you.
You leave the cross and grab the parcel.
You pick up the parcel. It is already been unwrapped before, but it has been very carefully like put back together, kind of thing. But the strings are just kind of loosely dangled around it.
I will take a. If it, does, it seems like I could take a brief peek at something, or no.
Yeah, you could take a brief peek. You could pop the lid
Okay, I
and take
take
a
a
look
brief
in.
peek at it.
Inside, you find a sphere of black and metal, like hematite. It shines. It looks very out of place with everything you have seen in and around this town already, and it calls to you. You also find a letter that has been unfolded and obviously read and then like tucked back and put back into place inside the box with it.
I will take the letter and the sphere and put them in my like inner jacket pocket.
Okay.
And I'm gonna try to climb out the open window.
Okay, yeah. I mean stealthily, or are you just like climbing out and going?
Stealthily.
And
I
stealth
don't
you
want
can.
to alert the people inside.
Stealth.
Ugh, hate stealth. Um, Difficulty average.
Uh, yeah, average.
Oh shit! 3 failure.
You step through the window. No glass. This is great. Easy. Shutters, awesome. You step out. You have misjudged how resolutely strong a medieval thatch roof is. As you put
Mm-hmm.
weight onto your foot to sneak out, and your foot goes straight through the ceiling with a crash, sending what is probably sod and tile spilling down into the main area of the inn. And you hear a shout of, "The fuck! Somebody's on the roof!" And then the sound of weapons. What do you want to do?
I'm on the roof. You said
You are on the roof, although one of your feet is currently stuck in the
through the
roof,
roof.
but like
Okay.
not so much that you're restrained. You just need to pull it out and go.
Okay.
Unless you don't and you
I'm
want to get
gonna.
pulled through the roof.
No, I don't. I'm
Yep.
gonna pull my leg up.
Yeah, you pull your leg up.
I'm gonna I'm gonna basically I'm trying to get out of sight line so they don't know it's me. I'd like to run and like leap off or jump or like get somewhere where they can't see me from where they are.
Okay, yeah. You will run off to the side, and I'll need an athletics check to like drop down into the yard behind the inn, I suppose.
Okay. Average.
Yeah, average. I'll give you one blue die because it's sort of overgrown grass. I doubt you're gonna crash into stone from there. Oh, maybe you will.
Three
Uh,
success, one
as
threat.
you leap off and land, tumbling, what you don't really realize, there's a little well in the back, and you kick at a
Oh,
bucket that clatters and hits the stone of the well as you
no, no, no.
go.
Okay.
Uh,
I'm gonna try. Oh, sorry. Go
yeah,
ahead.
go for it.
I'm gonna try to angle myself back toward that line of folk,
Okay, yeah, you race for the street running.
but once I hit the street, I would like to slow up, like wasn't me kind of situation. Like, don't. I'm just back.
Okay. Roll
Um,
me. I guess roll me deception then.
Man, I took all the wrong social skills for this. Okay.
If it makes you feel better, nobody took the right skills for their trial either. Literally
It does
nobody.
make me feel a little
It's great.
better. um, I was feeling pretty good about all the brawn in the first half. It's been downhill since there.
Well, you know,
All dice have canceled out.
all dice have canceled out. You race onto the street and then slow down and start walking. But as you do, you can see that the guard that was watching the slave line looks over, pulls at his spear. Others crowd out of the inn, two of them racing towards the back, looking for the sound of where the bucket hit the well. Another one goes, "Did you see anyone?" And the one who was watching the slave line, "Only her." They look towards you, confused. "Englishwoman."
Um, uh, I'm going to cast Miracle.
Okay.
Okay, so just mm, okay. Just before I do, I'm just confirming a thing. Retreat has no cost if the invoker is in possession of a seed.
Correct.
I think I have a seed, so therefore, retreat would not cost me 4 strain, right?
If true, yes.
If it's true. Okay, I'm taking a risk, big risk. I'll figure it out. I would like to because I can only think of replicating. My brain is not big enough to contemplate thinking bigger than what I've just seen happen in terms of what magic can do. She's gonna attempt to cast Miracle,
Okay.
and she would like to um um make them all concealed, like all of the folks that are chained in the line, conceal them.
Hmm. Okay, sure. Yeah, I'll accept that.
Okay.
You spin around looking at them, clutch the relic in your hand for a moment as you close your eyes briefly, and then the two guards who had been crossing towards you. "Wait, where are the slaves? Where are the slaves?" And the one who had been pointing towards you looks over. "What? Where have they gone?"
Um, I'm
You
gonna
are still able to see them because it's your miracle, and you can see this whole
yeah.
group is like, "What has happened? What occurred?" Like they're looking confused at the guards. They're saying things to each other, but they can't be heard by the guards because they're
Right.
concealed. And then they realize what is going on and begin immediately unhooking the ropes around their legs.
Okay. And does it look like the guard with the spear is going to focus on the area that they were, or his focus is on me?
It's definitely charging over to where the slaves were to find out what has happened. Yes. Can't even see
Okay.
the rope either more, right? So it's very confused.
No, no. I would like to get his attention on me.
Okay.
So I'm gonna um throw a book at him. No, I'm just kidding. Uh, um, it just says yeah, I have a small bag of craft materials. I'm just gonna reach in and grab some like spare metal or something
Yeah.
like that.
Easy.
Like
Yeah.
I just want to throw and ping this guy on the back of the head.
Okay. Yeah. Make a ranged attack. Agility. Average. One blue because he's not expecting to get a piece of metal thrown at him.
Okay.
Uh, yeah.
No. Well, two threat. That's what I.
Wind back and throw and miss entirely as one of the other guards, again from the inn, who was looking at the slaves, looks at you. What are you doing? And then rushes towards you
Uh,
with spear drawn.
that one's rushing, but this one's not.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh God. Oh, I'm just gonna run and tackle him and be like, "Divine intervention, bitch!" and like flying tackle that guy to keep him off of
All right. Make your brawn attack.
difficulty average still, yeah. Okay.
Difficulty average, yes. Are you trying to do
Uh,
damage or are you just trying to knock him around?
I'm just trying to knock him down and like stop him from going
Sure,
that way.
okay.
I just need his
If you're
attention
trying
on
to do
me. Just
damage,
one
it would be
advantage.
against armor, but it's not. So just one
Yeah.
advantage. You definitely collide with him. He's moving, surprised. You don't get knocked down, but he doesn't get knocked down either. His attention switches entirely to you with your advantage.
I'll
But
take
you
off running.
and you take off running. Yeah. I do have one attack on you from the other guard with a bow.
Okay.
You have no armor, which makes that easy. Oh, you're lucky. From a short bow pull, the other guard near the inn who has come around sees you running and shoots an arrow carefully, quickly nocked, which you pull up short as an arrow right in front of you, and then keep running. You race towards the edge of town with two soldiers chasing after you. What do you want to do?
I want to get out of line of sight,
Okay.
like tuck behind a house or a corner or something.
Well,
And cast retreat.
you race behind through the spots between a house and into a backyard where there is a small shrine and a bunch of wild growing plants. You can hear the thumping of soldiers' boots on the stone, slow as they go. Where did she go? Where did she? As you. And again, there is a sense for the third time that day of that weird vertigo ripping through your innards. That disquieting feeling as everything twists and you fall backwards until whew, a steadying hand on your shoulder. Fetch has an arm waiting for you as you. You have returned, curator. And you are on the platform right in front of the pillar.
Yeah.
None the worse for wear.
Huh. No, no, that. Yeah.
Congratulations.
I don't deserve that.
You have a seed?
Where do I give this?
He points towards the pillar.
Oh, I have to go again?
Just push it towards it.
Push it.
You reach for the pillar, and the glyph that was in your hand, in your palm, transfers into the sphere of dark black. The hematite glowing and reflecting in all directions as it shapes its way into the stone of that central piece. There's a brief moment, your fingers still touching along it, and the glyphs race like lightning up the pillar in all directions, illuminating in every way. For a brief moment, they crackle outwards, again like lightning as you stand shoulder to shoulder with Fetch looking upwards at this expanse over your head that goes for kilometers. And for a brief moment, the lightning, the electricity that dances outwards, looks like a tree in full bloom on a summer day. To your breath, you say, "This is so stupid." And here ends our session of the tower beneath this broken sky.
Oh, thank you, Lester.
Congratulations, Emry! What a character was
Fuck.
Bryn. Saved all those heathens.
Not all of them.
Almost all of them. What a game! What a game! What a night! What a session! Is your heart racing?
Yes, yes, it is. Yes. Oof. That was intense.
What a time. But before that, thank you, friends, for hanging out with us. It's almost 11 o'clock, but if you're still here or if you're watching from the YouTube VOD, thank you so much for hanging out, for enjoying, for chilling with us. We got 2 more nights of this, Friday and Saturday. Jeff is tomorrow. Our buddy Jared is Saturday to wrap it all out. This experiment continues on. We are so grateful that you have decided to come hang with us and play and watch Emry cold clock technically historically accurate, sort of, guy in his own bed and knock him out. But that seems fine.
Oh, yeah. No repercussions whatsoever.
No. What is time? A little wibbly wobbly. All good. Again, thank you so much, everyone. We'll be here tomorrow night. Have a good one. Oh, and thank you to Jay. He's probably still in the chat if she's still awake. I know it was really late. And thank you all viewers, people that hang out, people that messaged, people that chat. You're all awesome. Good night.